Charter schools is something that we feel like is a tool in the toolbox, and that was aptly described by Dave Atkinson from the Chamber today. And for us, it's not an either or, it's an and. You know, it's one of those things that you could add to it. And we passed a charter school bill. This will be the 4th year that I've been here that we passed the bill. And it was a very narrow focused bill to work as a, right now, when you have a persistently low achieving school, which means that they've been that way for 3 years. I can't even imagine my child being in a persistently low achieving school for 1 year. Graduation rates are under 60%. So when you've been there for 3 years, the only options that you really have left at that point, you know, they've already exercised the restaffing option, transformation option, is either, you know, close the school or be taken over by an outside agency. Why not give them one more option, which would be charter schools? And so when you have 41 of those schools around the state, and you have particularly Jefferson County that you have 16 failing schools, persistently low achieving schools. We have the African American community really seeking to have that option in Jefferson County, and they've been lobbying, you know, coming up here talking to us, the Pastors Association, everything about that. And so they don't have the option because they can't afford private school, which was also mentioned here today. And that's one of the things. You're a single mom, you got several kids, and you have them in a persistently low achieving school. What do you do? She doesn't have any options. We want to give another option. A charter school is the local board of education. So you still have that accountability that they are the ones that issue the charter. So as they will define what this charter school is by the charter and the contract that they put together. So you can actually tailor that charter school to your particular geographic area. And that's, yes, there are different things, but it frees them from some of the accountability measures and everything like that. So we wouldn't have districts of innovation today if it had not been for the discussion of charter schools. Some of those districts of innovation are high-performing districts. They're not all low-achieving schools. And so, yes, you do have some in there, but this would be really focused solely on the low-achieving schools. Well, I'm always hopeful. Let me just say, this is not a Democratic issue. This is not a Republican issue. This is a Kentuckian issue. It's about educating our children. And we find that places like Washington, D.C., we find also New Orleans after the hurricane, they're predominantly all charter schools. And it's been very successful in those two areas. I think that, of course, you had Jefferson County Teachers Association that, as he testified, they're really concerned about staffing issues because that's what they do. I mean, they represent teachers, and so that's their concerns about how that's going to work because the principal gets to hire, he gets the flexibility to hire his teachers and also to fire his teachers, and the same, that's really a big argument.